What is going on, guys? Everybody, welcome back to the $1,300 in 1 week challenge. So I was editing for a while and ended up making me get a bit behind, so we're running late today. It's almost 5 already, or it is 5 already, and I usually leave about 4, so we're gonna have to stay out a bit later tonight, but that's okay. I did put in for this roadie gig right here, but it was very shortly after declined. So unfortunately I'll be waiting for another gig, but I'll catch you guys when I do. All right, everyone, so due to the fact that I got started so late, I'm not leaving the house with an order today, which is the first time in a long time that's happened. Usually I like to leave with an order, but yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys at the first gig. So with all that being said, we just got our first gig. Not normally one I would take to start the day. Boom, this Walgreens one, but we just gotta get started, and so let's just see how it goes. Oh my god, everyone, and just an immediate change of plans. Boom. Fucking banger Grubhub order comes in. Wow, man, $26 for a little bit under 10 miles. Perfect way to start the day, man. So we of course unassigned that Uber Eats order and stuck with the Grubhub. The cool thing about Grubhub too is, like I said, there's a quirk and reason to be on every app. On Grubhub, they really like acceptance rate being high as opposed to DoorDash and Uber Eats. So if you accept orders and orders and orders and orders, they will more likely send you the higher paying ones. So if my first order is one that I accepted, my acceptance rate is 100 after this. And if they just so happen to send me another good one after this, then it'll be, you know what I mean? So sometimes it just works out really well with Grubhub. Hopefully today's one of those days. So got that first one dropped off, and then I accepted this. Boom. It looks a little questionable, I know, but the pickup is right on the way to the second Grubhub customer. So I could just hit this pickup, hit the Grubhub customer, and then hit the Uber Eats drop off, and then it'll put me at about $37 in a little over or a little under an hour. So let's go. And we are done, folks. We are a little under an hour. And while I was in that dude's driveway, I actually got, I got this Instacart order that I normally wouldn't take, but this is not a busy area. And it's taking me in the direction I need to go. So 37, 14, yeah, I'll do the math on the screen. And we got that order dropped off now at about the close to 2 hour mark, about $51 in. Hopefully I can get another trip before the 2 hour mark starts. That'd be ideal. Let's see if it happens. So we are back, and I just got a second. I just parked. I was about to respond to some people, and then boom, we got this Spark. Not the best order of all time by any means, but it will put us at about $65, I believe, in like less than 2.5 hours, which, but you know, the night usually works itself out. I will see you guys at Walmart. And all she wanted was those two things. We're out of here. And bro, the most awkward shit happened in there. Like, I was walking out, and one of the employees, the female employees, was like walking my direction. And you know how when you like are walking past someone and you about to run into them, and then you like both go the same direction, like after when you go to that whole thing? Yeah, that happened for like a good 10 seconds straight. And I know that 10 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're like trying to get around somebody that's standing right in front of you and you just keep going the same way, it's a long time. So that was interesting. But yeah, just headed to the customer now, like 7 miles away, pretty far, but we're making good time. So you guys will never guess what just happened. I'm taking this Spark drop off right now, and I got boom, Got this Uber Eats. It's going literally like right next to the customer. So I don't have to go out of my way whatsoever to pick up or drop off. So it works out really well. Additional $7. So what, like $72 or something after this? I don't know. Alrighty, got the Uber Eats and the Spark order dropped off. I believe that's $72. I could be wrong, but I think it's $72. We're creeping up on the 2.5 hour mark. Pretty decent. I would hope to at least have another gig by the 3 hour mark. I don't have to have it completed, but at least hopefully I could have one by the 3 hour mark. That would be ideal. Also, do not take roadie gigs like this. What the fuck? Like, that should be actually illegal. That should be actually illegal to have someone take that trip. Man. And if you need another reason to multi-app, well, let me tell you another reason. Because a lot of these food delivery apps are proximity based, so you won't see any offers from food delivery unless you're by a restaurant. Well, if you're in a situation like I'm in where you are pretty far from a lot of restaurants, apps like Roadie, Spark, Instacart, Ship, they're not so much proximity based. I mean, they are to an extent, but you can see gigs from far away, so that, if you don't think you're going to get a food delivery one in a while, then maybe accept a Spark that's not as good, just so that you have something to keep doing, But, I guess I'll see what the next one is. We are back with this request right here. Only taking it so that we get to $80 at the 3 hour point. And I don't think I'll get it unless I take this. So let's go. So when you guys go to Cane's, you know how you can, substitute certain things. You'd be like, oh, no coleslaw, extra fries, whatever. This customer got no toast, extra coleslaw. What the fuck? I've heard everything else. I've heard, extra sauce, extra fries, extra toast, all that. Extra coleslaw and no toast. Oh, man. So got that Cane's order dropped off, and it's looking pretty slow right now. So I accepted that. Should put me at roughly $88. We're just gonna try to chug along to $100, maybe end it there. I don't know. It's kind of looking like a short night. We'll see what happens. All right, y'all. Shit's getting a little frisky, okay? Picked up that Korea house order, and then I got this. Boom. Not a good order on paper at all, but I can pick up those 2 pickups on the way to this DoorDash customer, and then bam, 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 the 2 Uber Eats drop-offs, which will put us at, honestly, I don't even know. I'll have the numbers on the screen. Okay. We got that DoorDash and those 2 Uber Eats dropped off. I believe, if my math is right, this is about $106. I do think that Uber Eats I just dropped off is going to have a hidden tip on it. And also I got a notification that my Instacart from earlier raised the tip too. I haven't checked that yet. But of course all the numbers will be on the screen and everything. But pretty average night, I'd say. Let's see if we can get any to close out the night. All right, guys, and we are back. We are at my second waiting spot. This Valero. I have 2 waiting spots, this and the Arby's. Anyways, that Instacart customer from earlier actually increased the tip. Boom. There's that. Super nice of them. Don't know why, to be honest. And I also think I'm going to get a hidden tip on the previous Uber Eats I just took. But if I don't, and it's just everything that I have right now, then we're sitting at like 112 or something like that in about 4 hours. I'll stay out here for another 20 minutes or so, see if I get another order. If not, packing it up. And we are back at home for the recap. So I really do think that Uber Eats is gonna have a hidden tip, but as of right now, I believe the total was $112 something cents. Here's how much I made on DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Spark, Instacart, and I think that's all I took gigs on today. We are this much closer to our $1,300 goal. And this is how many miles and everything I drove and worked. And all the stats for that, of course. So thank you guys very, very much for watching this video. I'm very inspired to keep pushing videos out. I really love all the positive feedback I've gotten already just on the first 2 videos. And the first video actually. So thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.